What? Welcome to made it to California, or excuse me, yeah. Reno, Redding, Sacramento. Look at the temperature, 111 degrees. But we are here. Final drop of our $9,800 trip from Orlando, Florida to Redding, California. Gotta wrap my present a little better. Just grab some bungees, I'll tighten that down. Morning from Redding. Oh, come on now. Ooh, whoopsies. Redding, California. That is my truck squeaking, ain't it? I hope that's not my truck squeaking. That is my truck squeaking. Man, it'd be really nice if a day would go by that something doesn't break or fall apart on me. Like just one. Sounds like a belt's whining. Hopefully it's an AC. You hear it? It just stopped. Oh, it's back. This is the joys. You know, when I first started Hotshot, I definitely was like, I want to keep my costs low, and I had a ton of money in the bank. I hope that wasn't a turbo. Keep my costs low, right? I had a ton of money in the bank. I could have bought a brand new Roadmaster setup, cash. I could have. I can't do that anymore. But if I was getting into this, I would just do it all over again. I would have new equipment. I would get new equipment, and then I could maintain it myself. Like this has been obviously just a headache. I paid $10,000 for the trailer. Oil. bring my flashlight with me in the morning. That's what I should do. Oil. But anyhow, yeah, obviously it's hard. Obviously there's money to be made, but you gotta bust your butt. You hear that one? That one's low. Oil. Oil. Yeah, so we're at the TA Travel Plaza in Redding, California. And they got Popeyes and Pizza Hut in there. And nothing else, so no breakfast. So a little Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwich, just $5. And I ran out of my dope burritos yesterday, so we got 19 hours on the cycle right now. Hopefully they got air over there. We got one problem child tire left now, currently. So after day 3 on the road there, my ass was hurting. I bought the Simply Purple, and it actually, I think it works. I sit a little more straight up. I'm not slouching so bad. And yeah, I think it works for 60 bucks. I was like, you know what? Let's give her a whirl. Okay, I'm gonna see if they got air. Here is the plan. We're heading south. It's about 3 hours to go to Stockton, California. We have construction, palletized construction forms, I believe they are, and we're loading the deck with 10 or 12 of them or something like that, what's left, and that's going to Cincinnati, Ohio. And then they actually added 2 more to go to Indiana, just 120 miles. They're gonna go on the top deck. That should be about 4,000. So what we're gonna do is make our way from Cali to Ohio, and then Ohio straight down to Florida. Yeah, that's the plans as of right now. I don't know if y'all saw, but Pedo Hitler is trending on Twitter, #1 actually. Cat Turd made it up. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, you should check it out. But yeah, the so-called President Corpse was looking and sounding like a total fascist last night. So yeah, and he's a pedophile. So Pedo Hitler. My truck's idling high. Usually means it's regenning. Good old California. I'm like, y'all got air? They're like, you got something you can leave with us? Can't even leave an air hose outside here. So I went through my pockets and I had nothing. So I took off my polarized Oakleys and I said, $300 sunglasses? And they said, that'll work. Okay. That one. So I asked them, I said, people actually really steal an air hose? They're like, oh yeah, many times. And then other times they'll take the fitting off. Sometimes they'll just slash the hose. That's why they had to do that. Welcome to California. Popular. wonder if I see the Diaz brothers. We're trying to organize this so that Cleveland stuff, excuse me, the Ohio stuff will go first. Go on first, and then the Indiana stuff hopefully on the rear. I lost my strap for my rear gate. No wonder they were bouncing around so much. So, all right, we're gonna get this figured out. Morning from Arizona. 8,000 on the deck, heading east. Got some more stuff to do on that. There's our culprit. Finally found it. That one's at 80. I gotta go get a tire plug because patched, whatever it's called, because that one leaks also, the spare. I should just have them both fixed. But here's the moral of the story. If you're a hotshot and you're out here for all these loves and everything else, you're basically on your own. Listen, air was spewing out of that thing, so a standard patch for regular trailer tires and DOT approved, right? Like, what do you get, 40 psi in a car tire? There's 110 in here. So they won't do anything. Oh, I'm sorry, we can't patch it. No, we're not supposed to work on a lifted truck. So I'm like, okay then. So I filled up my spare. Now I'm gonna jack it up and change it. Great start. Would have been a good idea to buy a breaker bar after last time I tried this. But at least we have the right sockets. Let's do it. Let's go borrow a breaker bar. Is that the right way? Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. According to my brain, that's the right way. They don't have a breaker bar. Son of a bitch, I took down that fucking tire. Lowe's is only 10 miles away or whatever it is, so I go there, buy a breaker bar with my step kit. Every day, man. Every fucking day. The GoPro decided to take a little break, but charging the battery off the inverter. Already went inside. Got a breaker bar. And I just found out a new trick for jacking up your trailer if you have airbags. Obviously that's way too high now. I jacked it up and then I dumped the bags. I probably should have dumped the bags first. That's really high. I think we're gonna bring this down a little bit because that's dangerous. Dangerously high. That's better. Okay. I've already used the new breaker bar to loosen the nuts. Impact gun. Yeah, the GoPro just once again decided it didn't feel like working in the middle of all the action. done. Again, let's see, me or the work. At least I parked this way, so I'm in the shade of my load here, so. You know, life is good. And I figured out something new. I actually do have enough room to put a spare tire on here. Right there. I don't want to go through putting all that. Gotcha. My toolbox wouldn't close and I just figured out why. I gave that the beans, and obviously it was torquing that, twisting it where it didn't want to be twisted. I gotta make some sort of racks for my tarps because I gotta move them every time. I gotta do something with the trailer, and they're heavy. Not as heavy as this tarp. Okay. I think we just figured something else out. This, it's just a cheapo, right? I was using the extension when I was trying to take those off. I guarantee you that was flexing, because when it was just the bit right on the gun, that impacted tight. Also, we gotta pump up the bags, see if we can get the jack out. Okay, GoPro battery's dead. I'll go charge it before step. What is it? Okay, I'll explain it next, but obviously there's more to do before we get rolling. See what I'm saying? I got up at 6:30. It's in the truck by 7, ready to go. It's now like 9:30.